shelter and things up, and Steve's had a screaming run already.
It's well for the day.
It does bode well for the day. It's rather a lovely day, a little bit windy, but I've seen fish moving.
Incredibly busy day. For Friday.
Yeah, we got here about 8:20, and the lake was getting on for full. So, and more people have arrived since. Considering it's a Friday, it's pretty busy. But then I guess the weather is going to change sooner or later. We're mid-September nearly, and everyone's making the most of it.
Plenty of energy.
What is it, pup? There's a fish. There's a fish. I think we've decided to fight a little longer. First in the net. Go down, my man. As you can see, we've not yet tidied up. There's carnage everywhere, and Steve has one in the net. So, although we had the cradle up already, and the net's in, and the rod's in, still hadn't done the little bit of tidy up that is inevitable every time we set up. So, yeah, it's a little bit messy at the moment. A lot of kit just for one day, isn't it? But we are doing a cooking video today, so.
Well, there we go. Sometimes I think these little ones fight harder than the big ones. Fraction under 7 pounds. But didn't he scrap? And he's been scrapping on the mat as well. Behaving now, so we'll put him back. Taking on a 4 swafter in a solid bag. Good old mad baits. Okay, well, now we're a little bit tidier and got the camp sorted, I'll do an intro. We've got the day off, it's a Friday, middle of September, and we've just come out for the day to Wadmill at Todber Manor. Hopefully we'll have a few fish. We were hoping to get on either big or little haze, but they were both rammed. And it's pretty busy on here, to be fair. But to catch a fish while we're still setting up, got to bode well for a good day. Fingers crossed, we have a few. Margot's been converted to particle since we've been with Carp Particles UK. She loves that. Puts her fake corn over the top. Let's hope it produces for her. It's RidgeMonkey time.
Okay, another little RidgeMonkey idea to kick off with, in a nice rustic spot, as you can see. We're going to do some banana and chocolate spread, eggy bread or French toast, whichever you call it. Very simple ingredients, just bread. We've got milk, we've got chocolate spread, you could use this one, or Nutella, or whatever chocolate spread you can get your hands on. Banana, egg, whisk and knife, that's about all we need, and a little bit of oil for the RidgeMonkey. So we're just going to put this whole thing together now. So very simply, just going to crack the egg and just beat it up a bit. That should do it. A little bit of milk. Not too much, otherwise it'll make the mixture too thin. Oh, I have a run, hold on.
We'll come back to this in a minute.
Don't you just hate it when the bobbin's up and it just there's nothing there? Just do it for my cooking as well. Right, where were we? I was in here. So we've got egg and milk in here. Just mix that together, job's a good one. I'm going to put that. Don't touch that, Elwie. No. So now I need my bread. So just 2 slices. Mr. Dimmer won't eat this. It's too sweet for him. Right. You get your chocolate spread. Just get a good amount of it on. Just put the chocolate spread on 1/2, yeah? Get your banana. And slice over. You're probably not going to need a whole one, unless you're making a couple of them. You know what, I'm going to ram it in there. It's a RidgeMonkey, you can fill it right up and it's not going to come to too much harm. Hate those bits. Okay, and then press it down in, nice and compacted. Then we need to get everything to hand. So what we're going to do now is get our egg and milk. Dip in there, one side and the other, make sure all the areas are coated. There we go, you can see that. And actually, just while it's sat there, it soaks up all the egg and milk into the bread. Then we can plop it straight into the RidgeMonkey. Look at that, that's made to fit. Squeeze it shut and get it lit. Might have to get you to do that, babe. My fingers are all wet. We're good to go. So obviously now you need to turn it down onto a low heat. We're just looking to set the egg in the bread so it goes nice and golden brown. We'll flip it over, and in that time the banana and the chocolate should all mix together and mooch together into a nice sandwich. Good to go. We'll just wait now. Thank you. Okay, let's have a little look, see what's going on. Oh, look at that. There we go. Just fold that crust in. Just cook the other side now. There we go, waiting game. I don't know, we sit quietly. I think, oh, okay, we'll do a little RidgeMonkey video while it's all quiet. And now he's got to run. A little bit of a plodder, he says.
He likes plodders.
Nice little bow in the rod, look. There you go. I'll get you a net sorted in a minute.
This one. Get his head up. Ooh. It's a common.
Yeah. Nice orange common.
Come and net it for me.
Mm-hmm.
No, that one. Nicely done. Alright, baby, come on. Well, there we are, £15.2 of Angry Common. You recognise this one again. It's got that bulb patch just above its fin with no scales. Really fit fish, fought really well. Let's slip him back to fight again.
Okay, we're back. Steve just had another fish, very nice. Just have a look now what's gone on to quickly switch the gas off for the run. So, but we're looking good. There we go. As you can see, a very nice little either pudding or breakfast. Whoops. Put it onto there. Whoops, wrong way. Put it on. That's it. There we go, lovely molten chocolate with the banana cooked through. Nice egg outside, a really wholesome breakfast or brunch or lunch even if you want something sweet. So can't go far wrong with that, can you?
Sometimes the RidgeMonkey gets used for more normal stuff. Bacon bat for me. Mmm.
Well, number 3 is on the end of Steve's rod. A little beep and he's away again.
Who are you?
He's trying to go down in these bushes at the moment. You know all the little snags, don't they?
Well, there's the result of that scrap. I thought it was going to be bigger than that. It's £8.2. Didn't it ever go? It was good fun, this. Pretty fish as well. Another one on the 4th wafter in a solid bag. All 3 fish have come to the same rig, same rod. There we go.
Okay, we're going to make a corned beef hash in the RidgeMonkey. Really simple dish. As you can see, I've just got some chopped onion I've bought in a little bag already. It's just a microwaved jacket potato till it's cooked. We've got an egg, we've got corned beef, chopped parsley, tomatoes already sliced. Bit of oil in here, the corned beef's there. So very simply, oops, sorry pup. Just going to pour a little bit of oil into the bottom of the RidgeMonkey. And with that, we're simply going to start frying the onion. So we get our pan hot. Drop a little bit of the onion in. I've probably got enough. This is just 1 onion, but there's enough for 2 there. while that's doing its thing, just going to dice the potato. I'm just going to cut it into cubes, as you can see. There we go. So what we need to do is just soften these up a little bit until they lose that bite really. Shouldn't take long though. Doesn't matter whether the lid's open or shut. As you can see now, we've got a bit of colour on the onion, so next stage is just to add the potato. Shouldn't take long because the potato's obviously cooked. We've made the job really simple. I'm just going to shut that so it steams a little bit as well. Just keep it shaking, keep it all moving, and then gradually the potato's going to brown. Now just a waiting game for a couple minutes. So we're just going to have a little look on here. As you can see, the potato's all white, but it has been steaming because the lid's been down. So all we've got to do is just turn it over. There we go. Just push that one off. You can see the potato's starting to brown now. I'm just going to shut that up. I'm going to get my corned beef. This is just the sliced stuff, but you could use the tin stuff as well. That's if I can find a way in. There we go. I'm just going to grab a couple of slices. My rod beeping. Just rough cut, open it up, chuck that on in. It is going to break, so don't be alarmed if that happens. It's more about the flavour here that's going on. And at this stage I'm just going to put some sliced tomatoes, just ordinary sliced fresh tomato. There we go. We've got some fresh chopped parsley out the garden. All adds to the flavour. And now we're just going to shut that up for a minute, just to let the whole thing do its thing. Just keep it moving so that we can level it off a bit. There we go. That's all getting hot. Pretty nourishing supper or lunch by the bank. In a couple of minutes, nice and easy. Final stage will be just to crack the egg in a minute, so we're just going to wait again while we just brown and heat everything up, and then we're good to go. So it's had a couple of minutes. As you can see, it's all steaming nice. Just going to flip it over. Hopefully we've got some browning going on. Oh, look at that. So now just shut it up for a minute longer, just to let that underside just brown off. Then it'll just crack the egg into the middle, so nice and easy. Okay, so it's now had a minute. What we need to do now is make a well in the centre. As you can see, yeah. Just going to get one of these eggs, actually a Todber Manor egg no less. I'm going to crack that into the middle, yeah. Just going to shut that up so the whole thing steams. About another minute is probably all it's going to take. We like the eggs runny. If you obviously want it set, take a little bit longer. But now we're all but there. Right, let's have a peek. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Look at that, nice little wobble on the egg there. Perfectly done egg, just with the lid down just for a minute, just to let it steam. That's exactly how we like our eggs. Just to be a little bit chefy now. Sprinkle in a parsley. Supper's served. Let's turn it off.
Well, it's been rather slow. And then right out of the blue, Margot's got a screaming run. And the fish is on, and it appears to be pulling fairly hard. What about the fish for £1 for that?
Cool, he's a quite though, wasn't he? He's fine, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, here's a happy lady.
Here we go. Caught on the banana nuts. £10 too. Very pretty. I like pretty. Pretty's good for me.
Lovely looking fish.
That did scream off, and boy, did it fight. Lovely.
Nice one. Not in any hurry. Elvie's definitely on carp watch. He knows there's some out there somewhere.
Okay, now for a little bit of a change of tact in the RidgeMonkey, something that I haven't seen done and something a little bit different. We're going to use the RidgeMonkey as a steamer. So what I have here is some foil. I have some fresh sea bass, but you could use salmon or chicken or tuna, whatever you want. We have here some stir-fry vegetables. We have some black bean sauce, and we're just going to put all this into the parcel basically, and then I'm going to put water in the bottom of the RidgeMonkey. We're going to shut the thing up and let the water steam whatever's in the parcel. So let's see what happens. Of course, at this stage I don't actually know if it's going to work or not, because I've not actually tried it. So this is what you call bricking it. So piece of foil. In the bottom, just going to put my vegetables. Just be mindful of the fact that you've got to get it in the RidgeMonkey, so I'm reckoning we should be alright. I'm going to put a piece of fresh sea bass in. I might try for 2 actually, just for the challenge.
1 each.
Yeah, 1 each. We've got some black bean sauce that you can buy anywhere, just for some flavour. That gives it that oriental twist, but you could use like sweet chilli sauce, could just keep it plain. You could use fresh tomato, not have oriental at all. There's all sorts of derivatives we could do with this. So now I'm going to try and bring all the foil pieces up to the top, because you don't want the water getting in. So just pucker it all up. And then when you've got it all grouped together, just fold it over neatly, yeah? And then we have a parcel. In here, I'm just going to sit some water. Not going to be able to get away with using loads. Let me just light it. So the usual sort of moderate heat. Sit it on there. Sit that in. Close it up. Now you mainly just need to keep an eye on the water level, because it's not, obviously you can't get away with putting loads in, but the water's going to form a barrier between the heat and what's in the parcel, so it should steam it. And then when you open it up, you should have all these lovely fresh steaming fish and vegetables. As I say, I haven't tried it. I'm just going at it and see what happens. It's an experiment and I'm hoping it works. I don't see any reason at all why it won't work, so let's just see. Okay. I can hear just by the sound that the water's reducing down a bit. So all I'm going to do, because I don't think it'll be done quite yet, is just whack a little bit more water on. If it spills over, it's not all the well. That'll carry on cooking it. You don't want it to go dry, because what's in the foil will dry out and burn on the bottom. So just keep it steamed all the time. As you can see, we've got a smouldering iron here. What's happening is this water is now steaming the fish and the vegetables, but it's not a direct heat, which makes it really good. So all the juices are now staying in the foil, which makes almost like a self-made sauce. It's a really good way of cooking and really effective. You could make this parcel up before you leave home, and then just all you've got to do is whack a bit of water, which we all have with us when we're fishing. So nice easy tea. Alright, we've given it a couple of 3 minutes, and actually just sitting here waiting for it, I'm actually starting to get a sort of black bean sauce, oriental smell, a bit of fish. So I'm sort of knowing now that it's getting close, and fish actually, I mean, ultimately you can eat raw, so it's not about well cooking the fish, it's about getting everything hot, and if the vegetables are hot underneath, then so will the fish be. So if you do chicken, obviously make sure that you cook it properly. But the fish we're going to have a look at now, because my nose is telling me it's done. So let's have a look. I'm just going to lift this off. Ooh, mind the steam. Got a little parcel here of food. God, just imagine cooking by the bank in the winter and just wanting something really hot. Look at that. So there we have 2 succulent pieces of fish with all your vegetables underneath, look. Just to be a little bit chefy at the end, because I just can't help myself. A little bit of chopped fresh parsley, not obligatory of course. But there we go, we have here some lovely, look at that, beautiful fresh fish. Just cooked absolutely perfectly. Can you get anything more delicious? And all the prep's done at home, you're just steaming it on the RidgeMonkey. Couldn't be easier, could it?
Well, that's it, another session done. It was only ever going to be a short day session, and it's been good fun. The weather's been nice, the fish have been kind, and we've had some awesome food. That's it, till next time, from Cooking and Carping.